What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NBA High Five video with your boy. Make sure you drop a like down below, comment anything in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys for joining me as always, man. We had a fantastic NBA week last week. All week was pretty damn amazing. We had an amazing NFL weekend. We've been incredibly hot, and I'm just excited once again for this 11 game slate for this Monday. Super excited to keep this heat going. I changed things up a little bit in my NBA process about 3-4 days ago, and we haven't lost since. And it's really been working out well for me. I added a little small extra little thing into my process that's been helping a lot and helping to definitely step it up a little bit to the next level. So I'm excited to continue this going. Let's have an amazing rest of the NBA season. It's been a great NBA season so far. So let's go ahead and get straight into this. Starting off at point guard, I'm not going to keep up too much of y'all's time. All right, we're going to start off with Spencer Dinwiddie. Obviously, Bradley Beal is going to be out once again. Now, this is a tough spot. I debated this for a little bit, creating this high five. I did some, as you can see, I'm putting this video out around lunchtime because I wanted to spend some extra time this morning really doing more deep dive research before I put the high five out. Give y'all a little bit more, up to date look at it instead of posting it super early morning. I don't really care if that affects my views or none of that stuff. I'm here to just give y'all the best information I can, and waiting a little longer allows me to do that. So, with Beal out, Spencer Dinwiddie obviously is the highest point per minute guy that gets the bump here in this situation. The only issue here is, as I've been messing with it, and I've been messing with it for like the last 5 hours already. There's other guards that I really love on this slate, and I'll mention a couple of them. At the end of this live show, I'll mention the other guys that I'm interested in that make it a little tough because they're also getting bumps as well, and they're cheaper price tags to make more things open up. But at the end of the day, Spencer Dinwiddie with no Bradley Beal has 50 something plus upside, and he's getting the bump with no Beal, and he's got a great matchup against New Orleans, who struggles versus guards. So everything kind of matches up pretty nicely here. He's only 7-2 still, so he's not super expensive. Honestly, he should be around the 8K range or so as long as Beal is out. So you're getting a discount on him from what he should be with Beal out. So Dinwiddie is still fine. I just wanted to mention there have been multiple guards that I like today and could end up being a problem later on as construction changes around. But as of right now, I really love Dinwiddie, and he's an amazing play today. Another Washington guy, because they are getting one of the bigger bumps of the day. Aaron Holiday is only 3.5. There's not much of a difference here. Now, when it comes to the Washington players, Aaron Holiday is probably the biggest lock on Washington, in my opinion. He's going to be starting. He's only 3.5, so you're not paying up. It's not like a guy's price is starting to jump up crazy high because he's starting. No, this price is still way too low. And at 3.5K, it's a fantastic spot for him at home in Washington, and a great spot for guards. So when it comes to Washington in general, my biggest lock on Washington as of right now is Aaron Holiday. After calculating everything up, Aaron Holiday grades out to be my favorite point per dollar Washington play of the day. So I really love this spot. Sorry about that, y'all. My fucking Ring camera. Damn, I need to turn my notifications off. Let me turn my phone down so that doesn't bother us again. So Aaron Holiday, yeah. So Spencer Dinwiddie and Aaron Holiday with no Bradley Beal. Fantastic spots at home against New Orleans. Let's go ahead and move on. At small forward, Taylon Horton Tucker made his debut last night, and last game, or it was it last night? I can't remember. But he's at home in Los Angeles, and he's going to be getting some good amount of minutes here. He's projected around 25 minutes at least, and he is a fantasy point per minute player in general. Even when LeBron's in or whatever, he averages about a fantasy point per minute. When you take LeBron off, he's still right around that fantasy point per minute situation here. It's a fantastic spot for him. He is a solid fantasy point per minute contributor, and if he's going to get 25 minutes or so at bare min 3K, I mean, it's a great spot. So just keep an eye and make sure they're not going to limit back his minutes or maybe sit him on a back-to-back with him coming back from injury. But Taylor Horton Tucker, fantastic spot. If he is going to be active and play around 25 minutes, he's damn near a lock on this slate. And I love the fact that his position flexibility. I love the fact we can put him at small forward today as well. At power forward, I really like Kristaps Porzingis. He grades out really well for me at only 7K. I mean, we need 35 as a cash game floor. I mean, it feels pretty much of a lock here. On top of that, I really, 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 once again, and I'm going to keep loving him until we don't have value on the slate where I can't spend up for him, Jokic. So I wanted to go ahead and put them both in because they run each other back anyway, and I can talk about it. Kristaps Porzingis is going against a Denver squad that is it's just a solid spot here for him. I mean, we already love Jokic, and the reason being is because Jokic is the highest fantasy point per minute contributor out of anybody on this slate, and it's not even close. Plus, you have Michael Porter Jr. off, a big bump. On top of that, Will Barton sat last night last minute, so he might have an issue where he might sit again. Even if he doesn't sit, I calculated all my information off the fact that Will Barton even plays. If Will Barton is on the floor and he's active, Jokic still averages over 2 fantasy points per minute this season with Michael Porter Jr. off the floor. If you take Will Barton off later, Jokic probably jumps up to like a 2.5, and it's like legendary type fantasy point per minute status. This is a guy that can single-handedly break the slate and get 80. I love Jokic. He's in a great matchup against Dallas. Just fantastic spot here, man. I really, really like him. And at the end of the day, like I said, I'm probably going to continue liking Jokic in every single night until it's a night where we just don't have great value. Okay, as of right now, as you can see in the high five, I have Aaron Holiday at 3.5, Taylon Horton Tucker at 3K. That tells me that I have amazing value, and that means you need to spend up for the best stud on the slate, and that is definitely Jokic tonight. All right, so let's go over the high five. Spencer Dinwiddie, no Beal. Let's go ahead and talk about both of them. Spencer Dinwiddie, Aaron Holiday, no Bradley Beal. Not too much of a question mark here. Other guards that I like, Ricky Rubio, with all of those Cleveland guys out. By the way, Ricky Rubio's been averaging over 30 usage percentage since Sexton has been out. He has been absolutely dominating. Also showed huge upside the other day where it was like 60-something DraftKings points, something like that. Huge upside and much cheaper than Dinwiddie. Dennis Schroeder, as long as Jaylen Brown has been out, he has averaged over a 30% usage rate in this Boston offense. All right, so he's starting and getting a nice usage bump with no Jaylen Brown, and he has been very consistent and solid as well. And those are the two players that have made it tough on me with Dinwiddie a little bit this morning. But at the end of the day, I settled on Dinwiddie because value's not too much of an issue here. And at the end of the day, Dinwiddie feels super, super safe at this spot. But like I said, Schroeder and Rubio are the two guards that made it a little bit of a tough decision on me, and those are two guys I also like today. All right, Taylon Horton Tucker made his debut yesterday. Played like 20 something minutes. He is a fantasy point per minute contributor, y'all. So as long as he plays, as long as he plays 18 minutes, we should get about 18 to 20 out of him, and he'll hit 6x value at Bearman 3K. He's just too cheap. Kristaps Porzingis, great spot. No Maxi Kleber. Porzingis, we need 35 for a cash game floor. That's a lot. He's getting over 40 here. And it runs back my love for my favorite spend up on the slate, and that is Jokic once again. Because like I said, when you take Michael Porter Jr. off the floor, he averages over 2 fantasy points per minute, which is already ridiculous, higher than anybody else in the NBA. Then, if you possibly take Will Barton out later, who we're not sure about, I'm game planning as if Will Barton even plays. If Will Barton plays, I'm still going Jokic as my favorite spend up. If Will Barton misses, then oh yeah, you already know. Jokic's going to get like 2.3, 2.5 a minute, and he could possibly hit 80. So I love Jokic. I love Porzingis. He's still a little too cheap here. And Porzingis, don't get it twisted, man. Porzingis is a stud. This dude is legit. As long as he's healthy playing 30 minutes, this dude is a monster and can drop 50 on any given night. Don't sleep on him. All right, thank you guys for joining me as always. Greenlightdfs.com to join the squad. Let's smash another week. Let's keep dominating. And I'm out. Peace.